Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today I want to talk about the aviation legislation, CASAR. What's the meaning CASAR? Civil Aviation Safety Regulation. The question number one, the ICAO stand for International Civil Aviation Organization. Question two, person certifying maintenance must be qualified with Annex 1. Question 3. The data approved by DGD, Director General Civil Aviation, attached to the certificate of organization approval include operation limitation of the organization. The right option, operation specification. Operation specification. 4. Safe operation of the aircraft is the responsibility of operator. Safe operation of aircraft, the responsibility of operator. 5. According to the ICAO Annex 18 was mentioned about dangerous good. 6. According of the CASAR Part 1, what does it is mean by an incident? A damage of aircraft during maintenance. A damage of aircraft during maintenance. 7. What the statement related ICAO Annex 8. Airworthiness of aircraft. In Annex 8, airworthiness of aircraft. وبال Annex 18 danger as good. Okay. سؤال question 8, regulation for the airworthiness and environmental certification of aircraft and related product is prescribed in CASAR Part 21. 9. Fuselage empennage, landing gears are categorized as product class 2. 9. What does it guidance DGCA for methods compliance with regulation? What does the guidance Director General Safety Aviation for method compliance with regulation? Advisory circular. 11. A safe certificate authorizing an operator to carry out specified commercial air transport. Air operator certificate. 12. Any machine that can drive support in the atmosphere from the directions of air other than directions of the air against the air surface. Aircraft. 13. A document which describes the specific schedule, maintenance tasks, and their frequency of completion, and related procedures as a reliability program necessary for the safe operation of those aircraft to which it apples. Maintenance program. Maintenance program. 14. According to the CASAR Part 1, what does it means an accident except a damage on aircraft during maintenance? A damage on aircraft during maintenance. What is the CASAR definition of authority? Airworthy, conformed to type design and condition for safety operation. For safety operation. 16. What does it means airworthiness certificate? Certificate of worthiness. Worthiness certificate, certificate of worthiness, C of A. Means a document issued by authority to an individual aircraft, and the aircraft meets the appropriate airworthiness requirement. Airworthiness requirement. 17. The difference between type certificate and supplement type certificate. The difference between type certificate and supplement type certificate. A TC for a new product and STC for any damage of the product. For any damage of product. 18. Related on CASAR 21, 25. How long effectiveness of type certificate? As long as surrendered or suspended of revoked or terminated dates. 19. According to the CASAR Part 21. The CASAR Part 21, the aviation products are divided into Class 1, Class 2, and Class 3 products. 20. Refer to the CASAR Part 21. The Class 1 product consists of a complete aircraft engine and propeller. A complete aircraft engine and propeller. Refer to the CASAR Part 21. The Class 1 product consists of a complete aircraft engine and propeller. 21. The difference between type certificate and supplemental type certificate are TC. for a new product, and STC for any damage of the product. 22. Classification changes in major changes of type design. Classification changes in major changes of type design. Any changes characteristics affecting the airworthiness, the type design con, consists of drawing specification, dimension, material, process, information, to define structure, strength of the product, including airworthiness limitation, special inspection and maintenance program, special inspection and maintenance program. 24. According to the CASAR 21197, a special permit issued by authority for the purpose of flight test new product. Which certificate, question 25, which certificate issued by the authority are not transportable? Provision type certificate. 26. The certificate of airworthiness are issued by National Aviation Authority. Question 27. A document issued by the Director General Civil Aviation to a person that allows the production of a product or article in accordance with its approved design and approved quality system, and can take the form of a production certificate, PMA, or TSO authorization, is called production approval. Question 28. A class 1 provisional type certificate is effective for 24 months after date of issue. Question 29. The airplane categories according to CASAR Part 23 consist of 4 categories. The airplane categories according the airplane فئات الطائرة حسب الكاسر اللي هو بارت 23 يحتوي 4 categories 4 فئات. 30. What does it means? Airworthiness certificate of airworthiness means a document issued by authority to an individual aircraft, and the aircraft means the appropriate airworthiness requirement. Question 31. What categories aircraft if the limited to the propeller driven multi-engine airplanes that have a setting configuration 19 or less, a commuter category. A commuter category. What's the meaning for this? Let me check. commuter. A commuter category اللي هي فئات الركاب. Question 32. Certification of position light system in aircraft. Configuration of position light. ترتيب ال position light system. اللايت سيستم الموقع اللايت في أنظمة اللايتات الإضاءة in aircraft. Star board in green, board is red, and ray is white. Start board is green, board is red, and ray is white. Okay. Part 39. Question 33. Legally enforceable rules that apply to products that an unsafe condition. Airworthiness directive. Airworthiness directive. Question 34. Airworthiness directive means the legally enforceable rules that apply to the following product: aircraft engines, propellers, and applicants. Question 35. An awareness directive is issued by authority. 36. An awareness directive is a notification of certified aircraft that a known safety deficiency, what a particular model of aircraft engine, avionics, or other system exists and must be corrected. Owners and operators. Owners المالكين والمشغلين. Airworthiness directive divided into categories. Two categories اللي هو Airworthiness directive. 33. According the CASAR 3911 action required by airworthiness directives shall accept, specify, an engineer will be replay it. Specify, an engineer will be repair it. Question 39. According to CASAR 39, generally, airworthiness directives include of statement below except the engineer requirements for repair it. 14. When an airworthiness directive addressing to product an unsafe condition exists in the product. According to the CASAR Part 39, which number of emergency airworthiness directive? Airworthiness directive 2010 52. 2000, 2002, yeah, 10, 52, 52. Question 42. Refer to the Airworthiness Directive number 2016-06. What does it mean by the number 10? Bi-weekly 10. Bi-weekly 10. Bi-weekly 10. 43. Responsible for the continued operational safety of products for which it has responsibility is authority, type certificate owner, and aircraft owner operator. Authority, type certificate owner, and aircraft owner operator. 44. On unsafe condition exists that requires immediate action for rapidly correct. Rapidly correct is Emergency Airworthiness Directive. Emergency Airworthiness Directive. Question 45, sorry. Categories Airworthiness Directive divided by time requirement to complaints. Time requirement to complaints. Compliance معناتها الالتزام. Compliance معناتها الالتزام. Compliance. Time الوقت المطلوب. Requirement to الالتزام في الوقت المطلوب. Categories Airworthiness Directive divided by time requirement to complaints. Part 43. Question 46. The rules governing the maintenance, preventive maintenance, rebuilding, and alteration under the CASAR part. The rules governing the maintenance, preventive maintenance, rebuilding, and alternation under the CASAR part 43. CASAR part 43. Question 47. The performance of tasks required to ensure the continuing airworthiness of an aircraft, including any one of combination of overhaul, inspection, replacement, defect, rectification, and the appointment of modification of repair college. كلها تدعم maintenance الإضافة بالتاسك المهام. The reference of tasks required to ensure the continuing airworthiness of an aircraft, including any one of combination of overhaul, inspection, replacement, defect, rectification, and the appointment of on modification of repair called maintenance. Question 48. The applicability of CASAR 43 is for the following except any aircraft for which an experimental airworthiness certificate. Any aircraft for which an experimental airworthiness certificate. Question 49. A person who authorized to perform maintenance referred to CASAR Part 43 are a holder of aircraft maintenance engineer licenses, a holder Malik of aircraft maintenance engineer licenses, رخصة طيران طائرات صيانة الطائرات. Question 50. A person authorized to approve RTS to CASAR Part 43.7 are except a supervisor. Question 41. After performing a major repair and major alternation on AMO should exit from 43337. Question 52. According to CASAR 4311, the maintenance record shall contain as follows: type of inspection, date of inspection and signature. Type of inspection and date of inspection and signature. According to the CASAR 43.9, maintenance record entire constants of following except the signature license number of supervisor, the signature توقيع license number of supervisor ورخصة رخصة المشرف. Question 44. A simple or minor preservation operations and replacement of small standard parts not involving complex assembly operation called preventive maintenance. Preventive maintenance اللي هي تسمى الصيانة الوقائية. I will repeat this question. 44. A simple or minor preservation operations and the replacement of small standard parts are involving complex assembly operation called preventive maintenance. Question 55. According to the CASAR 43.3, a person may authorize to perform maintenance, preventive maintenance, and alternation, except repair station, repair station. إصلاح المحطة. Question 56. According to the CASAR part 4511 aircraft identification plate must be secured in location. According to the CASAR part 4511 aircraft identification plate must be secured in location near an entrance door cockpit. Near an entrance door cockpit. اوكي قريبة من مدخل بوابة الطاقم. Question 47. According to the CASAR part 4511 engine identification plate must be secured in location at example location on the engine. At accessible location on the engine. Accessible location on the engine. Question 58. According to the CASAR, to the CASAR 4511 30. The identification plate shall include the following information: model, serial number, type certificate, and name. model, serial model اللي هو الموديل والرقم السريري and type certificate نوع الشهادة and name. Okay. 59. The aircraft registration letter may install on the aircraft except BK TTT. 16. Temporary certificate of registration are valid until as mentioned on the certificate and shall not exist 3 months. لا تتعدى 3 أشهر. Temporary certificate of registration are valid. الشهادة المسجلة المؤقتة لها صلاحية لا تتجاوز 3 أشهر. Okay. 61. How high the registration of a small aircraft mark installed on the wing? How high the registration of shell aircraft mark installed on the wing? At least 25 centimeters. At least 25 centimeters. Question 62. How high ما ارتفاع كيف register how high the registration of a small aircraft. هذا للطائرة الصغيرة. Small aircraft mark علامة هذا installed on the wing at least 25 centimeter. How high the registration of the small aircraft installed on the fuselage. هذا الوينج من الوينج 25. The fuselage at least 15 centimeters. 15 centimeters. 63. Question 63. According the CASAR part 4520, the color on the nationality and registration marks must be contrast in color with the background. Contrast in color with the background. Question 64. According to the CASAR part 4525, the thickness of characters line should be 1/6 of the height of an character. 1/6 of the height of a character. Question 65. According to the CASAR 45, the aircraft registration may install on aircraft are PK GQA. According to CASAR 45, the identification marks of registered constants of nationality and registration mark nationality الوطنية أو الوطن اللي يريده والregistration mark Question 67. According to CASAR bar 4729, in case of change to owner, permanent addresses shall not notify the Director General with evidence of registration of the new address, the holder of a certificate of registration. The holder of a certificate of registration. Question 68. According to CASAR part 4733, if a certificate of registration is lost, stolen, or mutilated, مشوهة mutilated. According to CASAR, I will repeat this question 68. According to the CASAR part 47 033, if a certificate of registration is lost, stolen, ضاعت or stolen خسرت أو mutilated. The right option, the holder on the certificate of registration may apply to the Director General for a new certificate. The holder of the certificate of registration may apply to the Director General for a new certificate. CASAR part 69, according to the CASAR part 65, 47, the privilege of an aircraft maintenance engineer licenses are release an aircraft component to service after maintenance, release an aircraft or component to service after maintenance. 70. According to CASAR 65, The group of airframe rating consists of six group. 71 according to the CASAR Part 65, Group 1 of the electrical rating consists of DC generators and starter generators according CASA 65, the group of instrument rating consists of two group. Question 73. According to the CASA 65 definition of a basic certificate are as answer A, but without rating. As answer A, but without rating. Question 74. Refer to CASAR 65.5, the basic certificate C1, C2, and C4 group of radio instrument and electrical. So question 75, the validity of the basic certificate according to CASAR 65 is valid until no validity for the basic certificate. No validity for the basic certificate. هذا سؤال مهم. No ماكو صلاحية على البيسك. شهادة البيسك لا صلاحية for the basic
no validity for the basic certificate.
أعيد no validity of basic certificate according to CASAR 65 is valid until يقول صلاحية البيسك حسب الكاسر 65 ماكو صلاحية لهذا. 76 the validity of the aircraft maintenance engineer license according to CASAR 65 should not exist 2 years from the date of issue. Shall not exist 2 years from the date of issue. 77. Refer to the CASAR 6521. The time for the re-examination after fell from the basic certificate examination, not less than 30 days after the date the applicant filled. Refer the CASAR 6521. The time for the re-examination after fell from the basic certificate examination are not less than 30 days after the date The applicant fill it. CASR 91. Question 78. According to the CASR 91.3, person who directly responsible for an is the final authority as to the operation of the aircraft is pilot in command. Pilot in command. Question 79. According to the CASR 9170, alcohol or drugs, no person may act or attempt to act as a crew member of a civil aircraft after consuming alcohol within 8 hours. Within 8 hours. CASR 121. Question 18. According to the CASR 121, an air carried whose authorized operation outside of Indonesia having approval as a fly air carrier, fly air carrier, fly air carrier.
Carrier.
No,
Carrier.
carrier. Supplemental air carrier. Supplemental air carrier or fly air carrier. Question 81. According to the CASR 121, an air carrier whose authorized operation inside of Indonesian having approval as a domestic air carrier. A domestic air carrier. Question 82. Refer to the CASR 121-29. The validity of air operator certificate are 24 months. 24 months. Question 83. Alternate method of compliance is issued by National Aviation Authority. National Aviation Authority. CASR 135. Question 84. According to the CASR 135.3, any commuter to charter or charter air transportation service or charter air transportation service utilizing aeroplanes or helicopters which have an approved maximum seating capacity of excluding recording crew member seats 30 seats or less. 30 seats or less. Question 85. According to the CASA 135.3, any commuter or charter air transportation service all utilizing aeroplanes or helicopters which have a maximal payload on considering all disposal loads to be at maximum 7,500 pounds or less. Kasar 144. A certificate AMO, aircraft maintenance operator, may contact and maintenance after the following conditions are met: the company having approval from DGCA, Direct General Civil Aviation. Question 87. According to the CASAR Part 145, 103, housing and facilities requirements must provide housing and facilities, equipment, materials, personnel with its rating. Question 88. Refer to the CASAR Part 145 personnel requirement must provide by AMO, panel supervisor, mechanic, inspector, and RTC personnel. Question 89. What does it mean by operation specification into it is AMO approval? Work scopes of AMO approval. Question 19. According to the CASAR Part 145, the quality assurance system consists of independent internal audit and quality feedback reporting system. Question 91. If any change of the roster certificate, AMO must revise to roster within 5 business days of change. 5 business days of the change. Question 92. According to the CASAR Part 145, 201, privilege AMO are perform maintenance and approve or return to service. Approve for returning to service. Question 93. A certificate AMO to perform maintenance under Part 121 must be performed in accordance with the operator and manufacturer manual. Question 94. According to the CASAR Part 145, an employee training records must be written for a minimum of 2 years. Question 95. A certificate AMO must retain a maintenance records for 2 years. Question 96 refer to CASAR part 145. The manager of supervisor must be trained SMS, HF, hazmat, and basic supervisor. HF, hazmat, and basic supervisor. Question 97. According to the CASAR 145, 159, the determine persons who performing internal and external dot to maintain a quality standard acceptable to the Director General Civil Aviation. Question 98. According to the Director General Civil Aviation regulation, a risk management is mean identification, analysis, and elimination or mitigation to an acceptable level of the risk. Question 99. According to an DGCA regulation, safety means the risk of harm to person or property damage is reduced to and maintenance at or below acceptable level. The risk الخطر of harm المؤذي to person الشخص or proprietary damage أو الدمج الخاص to reduce to and maintain يحتفظ to at or below acceptable level below أقل شيء المستوى. What is the objective of the safety policy? What is the objectives of the safety policy? Commitment to implement SMS managing of safety risk and safety report. تقرير الأمان. Make for him safety report, please. Question 101. The operations safety operations specification are issued by authority. The authority. CASAR for 147. Question 102. According to the CASAR 147, types of aircraft maintenance training is only basic aircraft training courses, aircraft and aircraft equipment type courses. According question, I will explain again for this question. According to the CASAR 147 types of aircraft maintenance training is تدريب الصيانة حيكون على شنو basic aircraft training courses دورات في تدريب أساسيات الطائرة وaircraft والطائرة and aircraft equipment types courses ودورات على معدات الطائرة. 103 document for apply the AMTO certificate except a copy of training procedure manual. A copy of training ما أكو نسخ للتدريب هو procedure a copy نسخ شنو التدريب حسب خطوات المانيوال procedure manual. Question 105 for AMTO students who have missed more than 5% of the course curriculum through absence can still qualify as meeting the requirement for an acceptable course but without experience credit. Experience credit. احتمال credit. Okay. Question 105. In basic training course, an experience credit of 1 month for each of training time, 100 hours. Question 106. The training program requirements by DGCA, the Direct Digital General Civil Aviation are concepts of initial and recurrent training.